I took so much from like rock stars, how to kind of express myself on a stage, because it's like it was so femme. Like rock legends are so femme. They were so flamboyant and femme and expressive, and I think that type of genderless expressiveness is so translatable to now. And I think that, you know, without the Robert Plants, Elton John, Prince, Billie Holiday, you know, these are people who existed in the in-between. And I feel like I also exist in the in-between, you know? It's part of why we feel so at home when we listen to them, because there's no box that they're putting us in as a listener. They're giving us the space to listen without judgment to something that is so much bigger than all of us. It's about gender and sexuality and love and musicality, and you know, those concepts are so much bigger than any one person or any one gender. I've been around. I've just been doing the same shit I've always liked.
Smiling to the audience.
Like smoking in movies and homies who bring me wine. Yeah, I've been going out too much, babe.
Please. Smiling to the audience.
I can be good sometimes, I'm a chick queen. I can be what you like, and I can be bad sometimes, I'm a real queen. I can make grown men cry. I can be good sometimes, I'm a chick queen. I can be what you like, and I can be bad sometimes, I'm a real queen. I can make grown men cry. I keep my name. Well, all of my girls get up early and stay out late. They drive all the way to the west side to see my face.
How do they do it?
Yeah, that's good love. Good love. Good love. And it ain't no big bonding when it's fake friends you're calling. I can be good sometimes, I'm a cheap queen. I can be what you like, and I can be bad sometimes, I'm a real queen. I can make grown men cry. I can be good sometimes, I'm a cheap queen. I can be what you like, and I can be bad sometimes, I'm a real queen. I can make grown men cry. Hey. I'm getting too cocky since everyone wants me. It's harder to be myself.
Smiling to the audience.
But I see you love me. It's better than money to know that you call me out when the money's out. I can make grown men cry. I can be good sometimes, I'm a cheap queen. I can be what you like, and I can be bad sometimes, I'm a real queen. I can make grown men cry. I can be good sometimes, I'm a cheap queen. I can be what you like, and I can be bad sometimes, I'm a real queen. I can make grown men cry. I'm a cheap.
How do they do it? Please.
Cheap Queen, which is a really important song on my record. It is, I would say, my favorite song in the whole record, and it's about my friends. It's about my community and what it means to be a cheap queen, which for me is a term that encompasses who I am. You know, like somebody, I am a cheap queen, I'm a cheap bitch. I found this crazy sample on YouTube that was like an anti-lesbian PSA from the 50s where they were like talking about like the dangers of like the lesbians, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And like all those sound bites that are like queen and like smiling to the audience, those are all from that anti-lesbian PSA. And I thought it was funny because I was like, yeah, I dare them to try to take a point on my record, bitch. Homophobic ass. Come for me, come for my pub. Guitar is one of those things that goes away and comes back. Always comes back. Can you bring us down from space, Honeybee? Honeybee?
Space juice?
Can you do a little space juice? Give us. You know, I think guitar, once you know how to use it in a way that it becomes so many other instruments too. Guitar can, you know, and I think my favorite guitar players play a guitar like a vocalist sings, you know, and that to me is always interesting.
It's cuter when I dance now. I'm nicer to my friends now. I'm working through the stress now, babe. I wanna put a million songs out. I keep my money in my hands now, and I feel better with my heart out. And you're probably just a fan now. It took a minute, but I found out.
Do you want to see me crying? That's one that I wrote kind of recently, and what happened was I was on tour and we were in Chicago and I was on stage and we were sound checking. It was the line check and I showed up early, stoned as balls, just like, you know, just as I do. And I ran up on stage and Logan was playing this progression, this bass chord progression, which under any other circumstance I'd be like, get your fucking bass chords out of my song. But this sounded so rad, and Antoine started playing along this like kind of broken up beat. And I put my phone in the center of the stage and recorded it. And then I ran back to the bus after sound check and I flew it into Ableton and I chopped it up. And I outlined what this song was about to sound like. So I did the whole track on my laptop. There's a bunch of really fucking sick like mono drum samples in it. And then Antoine's beat and Logan's bass part is just one track, just sampled, like old school. I was like, you know, and we were playing it, and I was like, you wanna sing a goodbye? And I was like, that's a great line. So I recorded myself into my phone singing that, and made a huge fucking vocal stack, like crazy vocoder vocal stack. And then the verse lyrics just kind of were like, they just made sense to me. So I just wrote them down and had the melody ready. And when I got home, I flew everything into Pro Tools with my engineer, and it was just came together. I brought Jonah in, he played a little guitar. You know, well, that's how it all kind of goes down. You know, I have an idea for something, and what's great about, you know, having a tool like Ableton or, you know, or Pro Tools or Logic is that you can just kind of sit down and like get it out, like just let out whatever you're feeling, make the sounds. And then, you know, we're in a world right now where you can record something off of your phone and then mix it, and it sounds fucking amazing. You know what I mean? As long as it's mixed right. Well, I do love y'all. I love smashing your products every night all over the stage.
Do you?
I throw my guitar every night. It's the wounds of my heart. I inflict on my guitar, on my battle wounds.
And I know you destroy the things you left to save yourself. And I'm passing through your life. I know you can't bear to see me go, make me leave in the middle of the night. Maybe it will change fast, and you ain't all I've ever wanted in a package. And your independence throws me off my balance. I think that's alright. I apologize for holding you so tight you couldn't breathe, and thinking you would be fine. And you ain't all I've ever wanted in a package. When I'm alone, watching my phone, thinking about you, babe. Watching my phone, thinking about you, watching my phone, thinking about you, babe. Watching my phone. Watching my phone, thinking about you, babe. Watching my phone, maybe it will change, but
watching my phone, oof, that one is so sad. That's a sad bitch. A sad bitch wrote that. It was me.
Was that from a while ago?
No, no, she was recent. I had it was just, that was one of those ones that I went into the studio solo. It was me and my engineer, and I was like, I have something to say. I just played it. Yeah, and that one was really important to me that it started with just guitar, because I have so many songs that start with a pad or start with something ambient, and for me, I wanted that song to be grounded in that guitar, just like, you know, slow moving guitar, just carrying the vocal. That was one of the ones, I wrote that at my house on the guitar, and then I brought it into the studio, and I was like, this slaps. It was a really emotional song for me. It's one of those, it's kind of when I play it live, it's a real sob and then a sigh of relief, you know? That's how I feel. I write constantly, and I've been writing this record and the songs that are on it chronologically since I released the EP. So I'm just always in the studio or always on my laptop, and the more I write, the more I start to see groups of songs that fit together as puzzle pieces. And what I love is to look back on the past 6 months and see 40 songs, 30 songs, however many in a folder, and say, these 10 or these 15 belong together. These are the story, And obviously, when you write chronologically, it follows your life. It follows the shit that goes down, and so you end up with this magic, growing up piece.
Someone's friend is talking like they know I'm running. I just wanna be your pretty girl when you want it. 'Cause I can only think about what it's like to walk around, what they like to talk about. Someone's getting no profit, don't you know? I just want it, 'cause I can only think about what it's like to walk around, what they like to talk about. 'Cause I can only think about. Twisting your word and your privacies. Oh, and honestly, it's the price of the prodigy you wanna be. Oh, no apologies. Twisting your word and your privacies. Oh, and honestly, I can only think about what it's like to walk around. What is
So Prophet's actually a perfect example of a song that I feel like, you know, is a full homage to like my trip hop roots. It's got that like, it's got the live drum layered on top of the, you know, Antoine playing the little DSP thing. It's pretty lit. I was with my friend Tim Anderson, who's a super talented engineer and producer, and we were at his studio and I started playing that whirly part and I was like, this could be really cool. This reminds me of some of the Jack White shit I listened to, but it also reminds me of Massive Attack and this kind of like idea of having a really steady beat throughout an entire song that drives the whole thing, and the bass and the drums locking together. And then I played the bass part. It took a few tries, but I really ended up recording it at my dad's studio in Brooklyn. So we took it from Tim's studio to my dad's studio, and Homer, who's homies with Mark and played with the Dap Kings for years and still does, is an incredible drummer. He laid down the live drums over the program drums, and then we kind of just played around with like Selenas and Mellotrons and different. My dad is like crazy shit, so we just kind of just fucked around. Then after that, it was just kind of a matter of just adding little moments, little touches, flares to the production. But the song itself was born and stayed very similar to the day it was born. You know, I love that song because it's about the industry and it's about observing fame, and I you know, that's something I probably wouldn't have written about a couple years ago. But now that we find ourselves here, I think it's about choosing your path versus kind of allowing yourself to just be in the system, and what that looks like, and how people respond to people's success. Observing people act differently around people who have success. Not a new concept, but like, you know, I tried to add some, it's a personal story, but it's, you know, I tried to make it into this kind of more of a metaphor for what it means to be somebody who's seen on a, you know, in a wide space.